I bet her little one's around there somewhere. Hey, it's Kevin. Today we're out looking for mayaples. I wanted to show you guys some edible wild plants and maybe teach-ins a little bit about what I know about them. So I'm actually looking for one of the mayapples that I can eat, so I can show you that you can eat them. But this is a very hard fruit to find. So I'm going to stop this thing and we're going to get out here, go look through these woods and see if we can find one. We're in a really nice woods here, and there's lots of mayapples. So let's see if we can take a look around. All right, I have a mayapple plant right here in front of me. Got a bunch of them here, actually. I found a lot of them. I'm looking for a yellow, soft yellow fruit on these. And they call these mayapples, but I don't know why they call them mayapples, because they're a berry, really. They're a berry. There's a couple of them here. And there's a few things you need to know about this plant. This plant is actually poisonous. But the berry, it's poisonous unless it's yellow and soft. If it's yellow and soft, you can eat it. But if it's green and hard, it's poisonous. It sounds kind of funny, but that's just the way it is. And the reason why it's so hard to find one of these that you can eat is because squirrels love them too. Squirrels will eat them too. Some animals, different animals may eat them. But I do know squirrels love these things, so they're really hard to find a ripe one, because when they get ripe, the squirrels will eat them up. Now, if you noticed, I have some here that are single pronged. They're just one. This one here has two. You can see there's two leaves on it. The ones with the two on it will get the berry. The single one won't get the berry. So, you know, they're a little bit tough to find. I'm glad I don't have to eat them for a living, but I see a few up through here, but I'm seeing all green ones, and it's at the end of June right now. There should be some ripe ones here somewhere. Now, this plant is not only good, you know, the fruit off of it can be eaten, like I said, only if it's yellow and soft. But the plant itself is used for medicinal purposes, like the root. Years ago, I remember my uncle would dig these up, and he would pull the root out of the ground. And the roots are kind of long. Let's see if I get a root out here. The roots go for a long ways. They're like a vine underground. I broke that one off. But the root is actually long, pretty long. This root would have kept going. You can see where I nipped it off, it broke off there. But he would sell these by the pound. They would clean them up and they'd dry them out, and then they'd sell them by the pound. So they could actually sell these roots and make money off of them. There's different places. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you probably could look online and find places that buy roots and stuff. So, you know, you could sell the root, and there's millions of them. I'm looking up through here, and it's just covered with these mayapples. Now, this is the green fruit. This fruit here is not edible right now because it's still green and it's not yellow. So we're looking for a yellow fruit that's soft, and this one here is hard. You wouldn't want to eat this because it's poisonous. I actually tasted one and they're pretty bitter, but they're not good to eat. So we'll look around here and see if I can find one. If you pan up through here, it's just, you can see there's mayapples as far as you can see. They're just everywhere. So we're gonna go up here. I see one right up here. Let's go up here. I see a couple of them up here. What I'm doing is I'm just checking the fruit to see if it, oh, sorry about that. I'm just checking the fruit. You can see them down here, and I'm looking for a soft yellow one, and I have yet to find one. There's another one here. just too hard, not yellow enough. I want a dark yellow fruit. I'd like to have dark yellow and soft. If I can find one, I'll eat one. See, a lot of these are single plants. There's not two branches on them, so they're not going to have fruit on a lot of these. So here's another one up here. I see one up here. See, it looks green too. Yeah, it's starting to turn yellow. It's not real soft. Yeah, if you could beat the squirrels to them, you might get one. There's another one down here. Ooh, there's a big one up here. See, it's not quite ripe. And I don't get it because it's actually, like I said, it's late June. This one's semi-yellow. I don't know that I would want to have to depend on these, but if you was out in the woods and you was hungry and you had a yellow one, you could eat it. But I'm just not finding any yellow ones that look good enough for me to eat, and I sure wouldn't want to be poisoned. So this plant is a sketchy one, because you don't want to eat something that's going to hurt you. And to be honest with you, years ago I didn't even know they were poisonous, but after learning more about them, I found that they were poisonous, but they're not if they're yellow. If the fruit is yellow, you could eat it. And like I said, it's really a berry. It's not so much a apple, you know. We're gonna look around here a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can find any more. I'm finding all kind of mayapples. This whole place is full of them. I'm just not seeing any yellow fruit. This is a tough one. Well, it looks like the mushrooms are starting to come up. That's pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like. Not gonna be long. We're gonna have lots of mushrooms. Alright guys, I've yet to find a yellow one. Most of them are green. They're starting to turn yellow on the tip, but most of them are green and hard as a rock. I'm gonna cut one of these in half and just see what they look like inside. Let's take a peek. That's pretty weird. They almost look like a nut inside there. Look at that. There's your seeds. There's your little shell. This is a seed inside of it. Pretty crazy. I wanted to give you guys another look at the mayapple plant, just to make sure you know what it looks like. The kind of leaf. You want to keep that leaf in your mind, what it looks like. And then if you have to come out in the woods and look for something to eat, and you can find one of them yellow, it'll be all right. Well, I'm going to work my way out of these woods and see if I can find one while I'm going, a yellow one. I got a good ways to go to get out of the woods, so we'll keep looking and see if we can find an edible one. Well, I can't believe there's not one out here. There's so many mayapples here. Well, like they say, the squirrel love them, so if they love them, this is their house, or their place, not mine. They're going to get the best ones first, and that's for sure, and I don't blame them there. But we're going to keep looking, and if I find something, I'll get you guys back in here. Let's see seen a couple of these from the trail over here. This might be a yellow one. There's one there too. It's a little soft. That one's a little brighter yellow. Well, this is about the most yellowest one I could find. It's still got a little green tint to it, but I'm going to give it a taste and see what it tastes like. I'm going to take my little knife here, and I know the bottom of this is more yellow than the top, so I'm going to slice a little piece off and I'm going to give it a try. It's definitely a taste I'm not used to. I don't know if I'd want to eat them, but I feel this way. If it's something that don't taste good, don't eat it. I'd like to tell you guys, now listen, this is a plant that's definitely poisonous, so you don't want to take any chances. I didn't swallow anything there, but I did taste it. It's got kind of a little bit of a sweet taste, but yet it's got a bitter taste to it too. So, to be honest with you, I don't think I'd eat these things unless I seen one that was really, really yellow and really, really soft. So you want it yellow and soft, and I can't seem to find one, and they say they're rare to actually find one of these mayapple berries actually ripe. So, and I've been across probably, I'm going to say maybe 60 acres here, and I haven't found not one. That was the closest one I had to being yellow, and I don't think it was very good. I'm not eating them. That's all I can say, unless I see one that's yellow and been there for a while and it's nice and soft. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time, some more beautiful animals there in the woods.